The Chief of Public Security, Major General Tariq Al-Hassan, held a press conference today in which he revealed the results of investigations that led to the thwarting of 4 attempts to undermine Bahrain's security. This came as part of the police efforts to maintain the kingdom's security and order, as well as combating terrorism.
We
would like to welcome you all to this press conference, which comes within the framework of the Ministry of Interior keenness to keep the national and international public opinion informed on the recent security developments, as well as to highlight the outcomes of the intensive efforts exerted to maintain security, order and combat all acts of terrorism. Within the framework of these efforts, the public security officers managed on Saturday the 28th and Sunday the 29th of December 2013 to seize and foil 4 operations, highlighting that these operations were linked to each other. According to the investigations, which revealed plans to carry out terrorist acts, security deployment has been intensified. This was done through increasing the number of security checkpoints, whether on land or in the territorial waters of Bahrain, in order to enhance security and maintain order. All these efforts were crowned with success. The first operation, defusing a car bomb. The public security forces managed to dismantle a car bomb after the presence of 2 cars raised the suspicion of the Patrol Directorate operations in 2 different areas in Hura. It became clear after examining the information of these 2 cars that they both had been reported stolen. At 400 hours, one of the Patrol Directorate operations informed the main operating room of the presence of a stolen car found parked in Hura. Immediately, police patrols from the capital Governorate Police Directorate arrived at the scene and shut down the streets around the area. A specialized team was called to the scene. They examined the car and discovered that it had explosive devices. The bomb squad and the civil defense started their investigations straight away and managed to dismantle the car bomb and to neutralize the explosives found in it. A gas cylinder, 2 fuel plates and a homemade pipe bomb were found connected to a remote control phone. All contents of the car and forensic evidence were collected and preserved, and investigations are still ongoing to capture the perpetrators of these terrorist acts and identify them. The presence of another car in a different area in Hura also raised the suspicion of a patrol. After it was examined, nothing was found. The second operation, smuggling of wanted people outside the country. Based on the findings of the General Directorate of Criminal Investigations and Forensic Evidence on the infiltration and smuggling of wanted persons and arms through the sea border, a Coast Guard deployment plan was implemented with the support of the Police Air Patrol and in coordination with the Royal Bahrain Naval Force. The Coast Guard raider was able to locate a boat with a number of people abroad heading out of the coast of Karana village towards the north. The boat was followed and stopped 10 marine miles away from the kingdom's coastline. The target was immediately followed with the support of the police air patrols and a number of Coast Guard boats until it was cordoned and stopped at 2:40 hours after a pursuit along the coast of Al-Jarim marine area, which is approximately 10 marine miles away from the Bahrain coastline. The boat was found to be 29 feet long with 2 engines, each of 200 horsepower. 13 wanted people for security cases were abroad one of which is a Saudi national. They were carrying their passports, different currencies, mobile phones, as well as clothes and personal belongings. The operation was visually documented and investigations are ongoing. And the video in front of you show how the boat was pursued. These are the details of the second operation. As you can see, the boat refused to stop despite all the warnings. The third operation, an attempt to smuggle explosives and firearms into the Kingdom of Bahrain. In light of the deployment plan of the Coast Guard patrols mentioned earlier, which was implemented based on proactive information that were the results of investigations carried out by the General Director of Criminal Investigations and Forensic Evidence on infiltration and smuggling through the sea border of arms into the kingdom. Using the Coast Guard radar, the target was located at approximately 180 marine miles off northeastern Bahrain in international waters sailing towards Bahrain. The target was followed until it entered territorial waters in eastern Al-Jarim, and with the support of the police air patrols, it was seized at 4:50 hours, 2 marine miles away from the Karana village coast. The target was found to be a boat of 29 feet long with 2 engines. Each engine is 200 horsepower. 2 Bahrainis were on board of the boat. After it was searched, the following items were found on board. They are 38 explosives, investigations showed to be C4, 31 Claymore blocks, 12 EFP armor-piercing explosives, 6 explosive devices containing magnets, 30 Nokia mobile phones with batteries, 1 satellite phone Thuraya with SIM card, 29 circuit boards to be fixed on mobile phones in order to set up bombs, 1 PK machine gun and 12 cartridges, a large number of machine gun bullets, 2 boxes containing a large number of ignition capsules, 3 explosive fuses, 50 Iranian-made HARM bombs, 295 commercial detonators on which it was written made in Syria. There were other general C4 and TNT explosives. As a result of a preliminary investigation, these are the results of preliminary investigation. We're still waiting for the final results. The operation was documented visually. Investigations are ongoing in this case. As you can see, these are the details of the third operation. It was visually recorded. These are all the things that were seized during the third operation. And they're all dangerous material. They require a lot of research before we can fully identify their contents. And there you can see the PK weapon we talked about, and the bullets. And these are hand bombs filled in, put in blocks, as you can see in front of you. Fourth operation, warehouse of explosives and ammunition located in Al Graya village. In light of the research and investigation work and following the operation of locating the boat during an attempt to smuggle a quantity of explosives, weapons and ammunition through the territorial waters of the kingdom, the investigations led to locating more than one site that stored smuggled materials. The police were able to raid 3 suspected locations, which led to finding the following materials: 6 explosive blocks with magnetic specifications, 4 rectangular blocks wrapped in white tape and containing explosive materials, an amount of explosive powder, 4 electrical circuits, 4 hand bombs resembling the ones found on the seized boat, 56 commercial detonators on which it was written "Made in Syria", 1 black gun, in addition to a number of bullets, a number of additional materials, which are a transparent polythene bag containing gray explosive material wrapped in scotch tape, plastic bottle containing a mercury-like substance, red cylindrical shaped bullet, cylindrical shaped bottle containing a number of iron rods, 2 explosive material blocks, 6 Kalashnikov storages fully loaded with bullets, and a number of detonator devices. Research and investigation is still ongoing. And the matter has a number of these issues has been referred to the public prosecution, and the rest will be referred to later.